Hello to viewers, welcome to my channel. I hope audio and video is working. So I welcome you all to today's live stream. I'm waiting for incognito window to give me a feedback loop so I can be sure that audio and video is working. Or you can write yes AV so I will know, or click that 100% logo, that will help. Okay, so as of now, I'm gonna assume all things are working. So today's live stream is basically the progress I've been making slowly in order to make my first ever bench top power supply, so to say, lab bench power supply. So I did started with one YouTuber's what you call his design. My brain got fried trying to get it to work, so I made a promise to myself. I'm gonna make a goddamn linear voltage regulator that works without requiring negative volt. As in, like, there should not be negative voltage rail, and it should be more or less close to zero. So, hold up. So this is my puppy that I've been slowly over the weeks I've been working on in order to get it working. And this is the Darlington pair. This is the op amp, and it's a basic op amp, LM357, I think. Yeah, 357 or 358. Yeah, it's one of those like generic op amp. So the idea that I had is that if you use LM317, it's a very known system. And again, that's what I, what you call, tried to use. It was basically from this guy, Sign Lab. He has a YouTube channel, and it kind of helped me a lot, but I could not replicate it. Like, I gave up. I tried. Either my breadboard was fighting me, or like things were just not working. Like, I tried. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I tried my best. I just gave up on this. So I had to come up with the idea. It's like, okay, what the hell is a linear regulator? So I had to learn what the hell is a linear regulator. So I built it. Now, I did somewhat failed because this, while it does go to 0 volt without requiring any what you call negative voltage rail, which was the first requirement, it does need some negative rail or like some other secondary circuit because this only goes to 0.003. That three, because again, there is a feedback loop. For that feedback loop to stay alive, it does require some energy. So I cannot go below that. That's the problem aspect. No matter what I do, I cannot go below that. It will draw some current if you put a short circuit there, but it's like milliamps at millivolts. What does that mean? That simply means you are looking at 3 to 6 microwatts. At this point in time, you cannot even fry anything at that sort, meaning it is safe. It's almost like background noise, something like that. So again, I did try to add a second potentiometer. The idea was that if I basically op amp's input side, if I detect that it's the main feedback is trying to go very close to 0, it will turn on. It can't turn off, but I will turn off the output. I did try that. Did fry one of the op amp because I did not have the current limiting resistor, so that was a bad deal. I ordered a kit. That kit had 3. I have fried one, and I'm worried that I might have fried the second one. But again, it's been a hell of a ride to slowly build on it. And like, there were other projects that I've also made, like things of this nature. Never finished them. So this fundamentally, I'm basically trying to be more mature. Because here's the deal, and whenever you see a YouTuber who's like, making cool things, it's never like, oh, they know so much. It's always the perseverance that they keep chipping away at it. And that's what I'm trying to learn. Like, you have to keep chipping away at it. Again, I'm only getting like 1 hour or 2 hours of proper work per week. But if I keep doing it, eventually I'll finish it. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. So Oracle Revolve office Revolve offer in IIT and IT, and also lay off some employee. Revoke. I think you might be trying to type revoke. Yeah, that's not shocking. At this point in time, we are going through some turmoil. I had luxury of knowing a programmer, a young programmer. He had helped me with my video processing tool software, and he is talented. Okay, like he's talented. Like, you can tell when somebody is talented. Does not matter the domain. You can tell whether they are talented or not. And he is talented, and he's having very hard time getting a job. Like, hard time. Like, and he's good. Like, he's like so good he writes the library, that kind of good. But like, damn, market is tough. I'm not gonna like deny about that. What about Neat Paperlick? It happens so often that it's I'm numb to it. And again, I never had to worry about any sort of papers in my life. So again, I'm not the right person to talk about this because again, it does not affect me. And it does not affect me as in like, when my brother was doing this, I think that was like what, 10, 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. This was not that big. And even if it did, it was not like, newsworthy or something like that. So I was like, I have 40,000 medical seats and 55 applicants. India have a seat, but 22 lakh applicant. Dude, see, problem is India has way too many businessmen and way too few what you call groundbreakers or what you call pioneers. So everybody is stuck in one same loophole. Basically, everybody wants government job. Everybody wants this. It's like it's very difficult. Like we are so scared from poverty that we are brain damaged. As in, like there is thousands of what you call ecosystem, thousands of them. And in India, it's like either doctor, either engineer, or some sort of businessman. It's like there is a whole domain that is missing to us. Like, what if you became the first of something? That domain is not there. Like, lack of that domain shrinks our ability to think. Like, hey, what if you work into sheet metal? And like, okay, what can you do with sheet metal? Make rockets. So like those sort of domain, why India not building GPU? We can't. If watch my Holotech tree video, we don't make resistor, we don't make capacitor, we don't make inductor, let alone any sort of active component, let alone any op amp. And you're gonna say, oh, India is gonna build a jet engine, or India is gonna build a rocket system, or India is gonna build that. No, it's not happening. The only thing we can build is a weapon system, and that's also cheap or easy ones like ICBMs and all that. Not even jet engine. We have been trying for 40 years. Holotech tree. We have a Holotech tree. Everybody wants the grand new things rather than like, the essence, the core, the nitty gritty, so to say. It's almost like, you are running away from this sort of like, getting your hands dirty sort of arcade, and then you are expecting, oh, why can't I make like, cool stuff like someone else? It's like, because you skipped the base part. India has a Holotech tree. Like, again, I have no idea how the government is even like, we're going to give money to make a fabrication in India. It's like, no, all you are doing is giving money to some foreign firms. Even the medical industry in India, which like, okay, we are pharmaceutical of the world, over the counter, so to say, like easy medications, we mass produce them. Here's the deal. Half of the feedstock is Chinese. 100% of the machinery used is Chinese. So that's the fundamental point. Like we have a Holotech tree. Everybody wants to be like, I want to work on quantum computer. Bro, make a basic, what you call, core essence, so to say, before going and so many kids have said, which again, I hope, I am praying that they are lying, that there is colleges worth of kids who are in engineering. They are never ever worked on anything practical. There are computer students that are saying that they never actually typed anything. They are writing their code in the paper. That's not viable. So that's the problem. That's why we have like so much dependencies. Like, so foreign company has to come, and then there will be businessmen that will create a cheap employee system. That's the only thing we can offer, cheap labor. We can't offer quality labor. We can only offer cheap labor. And again, that makes us vulnerable to their wishes. So there's no point. If AI works so good as in coding, India IT sector will collapse. Not collapse as in like delete, but it will shrink, like dramatically shrink. Like there's a delusion that people have that it will create a what you call new jobs, but it won't be. Like the biggest problem is that people are not understanding the scale problem of it. As in, if how many people it takes to make a AI, let's just say 10,000 people. How many people it takes to make the hardware and chips and all that jazz? 100,000 people. Here's the deal. How many jobs they can replace? Hundreds of K. There's the problem. Meaning, will there be new jobs with AI? Of course there will be. It's just that there will be 50, 60 new jobs and they will remove 50, 60,000 jobs. We have replaced it. There are only two things a man, a woman can bring to the table. One is muscle, which we have already replaced in 90s using automation. And I mean mechanical automation. That part is already sorted. And even the dexterity part, because while you can make a machine that is making a car without any issue, like we got that. It's just that if you have to work with a small warehouse, you can't really do that. Large warehouse, like again, right now, as in like 2026, you can go into a large Amazon warehouse. They already have a conveyor belt system, robotic loaders, robotic sorters. All of those are sorted. It's just that we don't have that for small scale. People are working day and night to make sure that there is a robot for that small scale also. Now, what does that mean? That simply means so many jobs would be evaporated fundamentally, like the whole pyramid, right? This is how our civilization works. It's a pyramid. The whole bottom sector is being nuked, and you're not gonna have that many jobs, because again, if same amount of job is created by AI, that means AI is useless. It's like, oh, use AI to replace 50,000 of your coders. Okay, hire 50,000 coders to code your AI. Like, people are fundamentally, and again, I've seen like way too many people willingly lie to it. Oh, there will be new jobs. It's like, no, it cannot be. And we have already covered every aspect of human psychology. This puppy, as in engineering, there is AI working on it. Medical science, doctoring working on everything that we could do. The job sector, the whole job sector, we are working on it. So, yeah, in tier 3 colleges, yes. Define tier 3, please. I'm a bit again, I'm genuinely sorry. Like, I don't understand this sort of tier architecture. So even IIT, NIT core branches like chemical engineering, mechanical, none of the students only pass exam with working in IT industry. Yeah, that's the whole thing. We don't have engineering. What we have is like, sir, cheap labor, or those who are actually good, the first thing they do is leave the country. Again, that's why, like, fundamentally, things that people are saying, I'm not even joking. Was the one who went to a college, a good college, like a good Chennai college, and I was giving them hands-on on oscilloscope. Your boy, I don't have a degree on it, and I was giving them. And again, here's the funny thing: the company Rigol, they were like, okay, you should. And I said, like, bro, I'm like not qualified. These are professors. These are actual professors. Like, bro, we have seen your video. We know what you know. Trust me. And they have never hands-on experience. These are professors. What the hell? And the only reason they agreed to this is because they had to take a contract for radio systems because again, 5G is interfering with a lot of ISRO radio system and Air Force radio system. So they needed a new toolkit and all that jazz. So they're like, okay, we have to do it. And apparently this college was like one of the main player on this. It's like this is your, like, that is scary. If AI eats our jobs, then what we will eat? Again, this is basically Soviet Union 2.0. I am horrified, like, how many people are, like, willingly ignorant of it. That's the scary part to me. It's like, oh, nobody wants to do that job. It's like, nobody wants to do any goddamn job, but people have to do it. Like, it's ironically, that's the fun part of it. Fun, and I do not mean fun as in like, whoa. I mean fun as in like, I had to do it. So it's one of the things. What's the solution for how to survive? Trust me, I do not know. Only means no entrance criteria, only fee. No, that's, see, they are getting contract from ISRO. Okay, ISRO. They are actually delivering it. And this was the good output. Okay, like, a lot of people say that, oh, like, you just pay money to get in. Trust me, there are more than enough rich people in India. It's like, they have enough input there, like, they filter things out. And that's the scary part to me. If after filtering out, this is the output, we effed. While BTech student create coaching institutes of or IIT. Yeah, that's the. Yeah, somebody was saying, like, I think my mom said it like long ago, where it's like, if you fail in clearing any exam and all that, you open an institute and print more money than anybody will ever do. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Physics Wala or Khan sir, one of them, no. Somebody else, third party was talking about this. It's like, see, there is no governmental sector hype, because again, government can only spend, like, give or take 1,000 crore. That's annual budget for Indian, basically, treasury. That's how much money you're gonna get. Now you might look, okay, what about under the table? Cool, but that's not gonna be that much. Okay, money is there, sector wise, but not that much. Okay, here's the deal. The coaching institute, that is 6,000 crore. I'm like, damn. Since Indians are bad at mathematics, we cannot understand that if there is, like, 5,000 students per seat, which again, a lot of people are saying that may be underrepresenting it, may be worse than that. That means 4,999 will be effed. And Indians can't understand that. Like, I have no problem with somebody like, okay, I'm going to try this exam, but you should never try more than 2 times. One, either you clear in one, you are good. If you don't clear in 2nd times, let it go. Time is the most critical answer. But like, what if I clear in 7 times? You will be corrupt. You have to be corrupt because you want so much of your life. Again, it wasn't that a girl that that got caught, like, there was her interviews, like, why do you want to, like, I want to fight for corruption, like, reduce corruption and all that. The first thing is she got captured in the string operation. It's like, you have to, if you burn that kind of time and effort, like, think in this way. Do you know the bureaucrats that was a whack, I'm saying, in power at the time of, Newton, Einstein, or anything? No, you don't. Like, do you know Ratan Tata, or do you know the, UPSC officer? No, you don't. But that's the whole point. We are so scared that what if we fail? It's like everybody's like, oh, see, private job is so bad, so useless. You should always do government job. It's like, dude, we had Soviet Union. They tried everybody, government job. Everybody starved to death. And the only reason India has any sort of money is because of IT sector. Every other sector, we do not make that kind of gains. Every other, for example, like a pharmaceutical, you're like, that's good, GG, yes, deal. We have to send the money. Like, we earn dollar, great. We have to spend a dollar to buy all the resources. Food, somewhat, but again, we are not that big. We are not like, Russia level export or Ukraine level export. They export a lot. Like, whoa, whoa. So there's that issue. And again, we don't have oil, so we cannot have money like Saudis and all that. So, and we definitely don't have brain export. So it's not like brain export as in like the technology. Like, it's not like Japan or Germany or things of that nature. So we are so lucky that we have IT sector. And that's like, enough dollars come in that we have the ability to buy petrol, diesel, crude oil. Why all beta students like, no, pay is 27,000. Ooh, damn. Are you talking about the gap between the market, basically governmental treasury versus how much money is in the coaching sector? Damn. Future of Indian opinion, it's effed. They have to go out of fear, which they can't. Everybody, I am pretty sure in next 5 to 10 years, everybody will try to do government job and everybody will die. So, because again, government can't pay you, na. If every Tom, Dick and Harry is like, okay, I want a government job, it's like, government can't pay you. Heck, the exams will become so expensive to organize, it will start to bankrupt the government. And then government will do the only thing they can do is like, hey, let's increase inflation. In India, a military airdrop system in US, hey? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Why all core branches people working on IT sector? Again, nobody wants to do the nitty gritty. For example, here's the deal. There are so many Indian YouTubers, right? 10,000 times larger than me, right? Fundamentally, million viewers. How many YouTuber? Again, I'm not an electronic YouTuber. How many YouTuber you can see that are making like wholly original design with schematics? And again, I have seen YouTubers who made with discrete transistor op amp, and they're like, okay, this is how op amps are made. This is before op amp became like, there's like thousands of chip, like, not thousand would be too much. I would say 70, 80 transistors inside that. That means you can physically make it. And I saw like there are more than enough YouTubers that are like actually making it. And I'm like, damn. And there are more than enough what you call Indian electrical YouTubers, but most of them are like, how to do repair. It's like, bro, like we are so scared of so many things. It's tragic at this point. It's like almost like I'm cursed with this wisdom, which I don't want. It's almost like, I can see, oh, you're gonna do this and you're gonna, like, again, it's on large number. In a single individual, it does not make sense. Like, for example, if I've talked to a person who's like, bro, don't give your exam, like, more than 2 times, you might say, oh, but you don't know, he could be the one, and maybe he is. But here's the deal, doing large number is like, I would be saving 4,999 people's life, years of their life. IT sector is on downfall. Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's why I said, like, India is, yeah, everybody will try to do government job, everybody will die. Like, we will be Soviet Union 2.0. In future, if people stop using their brains because of AI, then who will make semiconductor hardware? Only few people will. Okay, it's at, here's the deal. Yep, market cap of PW is, oh, no. I think you might be talking about his physics wala and all that. I think I was talking about not stock market. I was talking about basically the actual, not valuation, how much money is being circulated according to government itself. That's what I was talking. Again, it is big. That's the whole point. It is much bigger than the, what you call government treasury. So, yeah. I'm addicted to internet, mobile, all tech videos and information. See, that's an unwise idea. Unwise. It's like, unless you are physically doing things, you are wasting time. Like, because here's the That's why I'm doing it, right? Like, if you are young, you should have the ability to physically make things, because at the end, everything is made physically. If you don't have that physical understanding, yeah. From framework laptop video, okay, if you upgrade something, what do you do with the old part? You can reuse it. Here's the deal. It's like, let's just say you have no reuse for it. Okay, cool, awesome. Here's the deal. Let's say you had a motherboard and you're like, okay, the battery is worn out. Okay, I'm gonna throw the battery away and I'm gonna put a new battery. Cool, here's the deal. What is the alternate? Okay, what is the alternate? Alternate is you throw away the whole laptop. That's how, like, do not ever try to have, I want perfection. That's death. Only death can give you perfection. The only thing we can do is like, hey, is this option least destructive option? For example, throwing the whole laptop away because the battery is worn out and replacing the battery is so expensive, so painful, and so convoluted that it's not worth it. That or versus just having small e-waste. And even with upgrade, let's say you are having everything is fine and all that, and 5 years have gone by, and then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna upgrade the main board. Cool. Your old board, you have no use for it. Cool, awesome, no problem. But still, you only have e-waste of the old board rather than throwing away the whole laptop in 5 years. That's the whole point. Less harm. And again, they design the board in such a way that it can work outside of the laptop. As in, you can buy cases from Cooler Master, you can 3D print cases for it, and then you can use it as a laptop and give it to someone else. If you're like, hey, again, for India, we need to do that. We need to do that. So, fundamentally, that's all. So is Skyroot a real deal or just another space scam? Skyroot as in? I'm not sure which vertical. Why humans are not lifelong monogamous? Evolution, bro. Study evolution and it will provide you the answer. But I can still replace battery from HP laptop. Have done. See, now you're bitching for bitching sake. You can do everything. It's just that how uncomfortable it is. Or you can support a company that's like day one. This is it. You can just do it. Either, for example, like buy Apple, and again, European Union is going to pass a law that you have to basically do battery replacement. That's why these companies are doing it, versus a company that was doing it without the laws. And again, there are other things also, like HP is known for hinge problem. You can do anything. You can find 10,000 flaws, but that's what you are doing. You are trying to find flaws. So it's useless to talk to you. Like, you have to be like, okay, they are doing something. Is it good for me? Yes, no, no problem. Move on. Like, you have to move on. You cannot go in this, but what if this is like this video? I had a very frustrating conversation on this seaweed biofuel. It's like, oh, you are underrepresenting seaweed. Difficulty in seaweed is like, you have to spend energy and money and all that to remove salt from it. I'm like, since when did crude oil became like, oh, you drill out crude oil and you put it in an engine? We spent billions of dollars per year, per company, to do R&D on something that we have been doing for 200 years. Per company, per year. Like, it's bitching for bitching sake. It's like, oh, it's so hard to remove salt. Have you seen how much money and technology we have to spend to remove sulfur from crude oil? Like, it's bitching for bitching sake. Don't do that. Like, again, I'm not saying from like a judgmental point. I'm saying from a guy who is fallen in that hole. I used to be that guy. Like, finding faults. That's not cool. That's wasteful. So only thing now I have to do is like, this is what we have. This is what we could have. Never, oh, I want this. Like, that's not option. That there is no scenario where you will go from, oh, I went from Telegram, like, that TTTT dish and dots, Morse code to 5G. That's never gonna happen. You always have to make significant improvement step by step. So before trying to find faults into it, it's like, think in this way: are they doing something that people like? Are they trying to do something better? Or are they being forced to do something better? There are a lot of vectors. Study all the vectors. Like, for example, I never support Apple, no matter how good their hardware is. Why? I do not like the idea that a company has to piss on a goodwill agreement. Again, right now the USB-C is a law agreement in European. And before that, there was a goodwill agreement. Every company agreed to it. That's why Micro B was used by every company. Nokia used it, Motorola used it, Samsung used it, Siemens used it, Sony Ericsson used it. What was it? Every major company that was there in the market was using it. You know which company was not using it? Apple, even though they signed it. But they're like, no, but we have to F the people, we have to burn the planet. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want it. I don't want it. Did you check Subnautica 2 game? Nah. I don't have time for that anymore. Heck, I'm not even watching. Like, there is one movie that I might watch, although I have to say the last movie I watched, Avatar, was like so underwhelming. Even the graphics was like. What was the series hybrid controversy? It's not controversy. It's basically, I keep saying this, like for some reason people don't remember it. Mark 1 is always garbage. And again, how Techno Connect just compared things, that was so silly, so childish. I'm like, bro, you're not even talking about why we do this. Like, oh, but it's so inconvenient. You should directly connect your wheels to the engine to the wheels. It's like, that does not work. And he said, like, I realized, like, it's not his domain, right? Like, I'm working in the engine, so I have to learn so many things about it. So again, like, he knows the heat pump and all that, but again, if you dive very deep into it, it's like, yeah, that's not his domain. Engines are not his domain. So again, he never talked about BSFC. And when he said, like, we do it for electric motor for torque, it's like, no, if diesel engine required a torque, they would use hydraulic, which they did. There was a time where hydraulic engines were used. It was just inefficient. So, and again, in my video, I linked the JBC bulldozer. Think about it. Nobody would use bulldozer if it's inefficient, because bulldozer do not drink fuel. They devour fuel. They're like, good, 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 good. But why people are using it and happy with it? So that was the whole thing. About repeating topics you mentioned in the live, Isaac Leas reposting old video, so won't be repeating. Reposting old video, so you won't be repeating, and new people won't have a scroll your video. You can add related video too. I see clear salons as reposting old video. See, I never reposted any old video. I updated it. But again, half of my audience is like, please update. This was such a long video. After I update, oh, you talking the same thing. It's like, the world did not change. What can I do? So again, I should have been like, more like, stoic about it. It was like, twing, I ain't got time for this. But like, it did irritate me. I'm not gonna lie. It did irritate me. It's like, Skyward is an Indian space company that is becoming unicorn by making rockets with carbon fiber. Oh, that solid booster thing. That's a missile company, man. They're slowly gonna, Tokyo drift into missile weapons manufacturing. ChatGPT Gemini says most happy without marriage, but men are lonely. Does AI? Of course it is. See, here's the deal. Either A, you assume women have no brain. In that case, women will bitch about the same thing for 50,000 years and do the same thing for 50,000 years. In that case, anything woman's mouth says, you ignore it. So for example, women are like, men are pigs. Where can I find a good man? You put her in mental institution. The end. There is no discussion. There is nothing. You just, A should lead to B, B should lead to C. If A leads to C, C goes back to A, you cuckoo. No cuckoo. Very clear, absolute. Like for example, if man says getting married is not a wise idea, and then he gets married, he's cuckoo. So it's very simple. There is no BS. There is like factual data points where it's like, okay, you said doing this thing will harm me. You did that thing anyway. You do not have brain. The end. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's very simple. It's very elegant. Women's only power is bitching. Like for 10,000 years, they have been bitching. There is no difference. There is nothing that have changed. It's like Project Hail Mary. I might try to say it. I might try to say it. Like think in this way, like why women have this problem. It's like if I say I'm not as smart as Einstein, everybody was like, duh. If I say like, again, all of us has inherent understanding that basically only few of us is that smart, right? All of you, I, any man who's watching the stream will have an inherent understanding that only some of us would be like, extraordinary. That's like, duh. Like we understand this fundamentally. In women, everyone is like, yes, queen. And again, to be fair, women were not this brain damaged. Somebody hated them so bad that again, if you have a children, if you want to destroy their future, teach them the word deserve. There is no word more poisonous than this. This word should always be used for external purpose, never for internal. If you use it internally, you die. And everyone's, I deserve. It's like, you're gonna die miserably. There is nothing, like, for example, again, there will be some lottery winner, like, OnlyFans. Let's just go with OnlyFans. There are millions of women. That's the shocking part to me. There's not thousands, there's millions of them. And only 0.001% actually makes money. So it's like you have to fundamentally understand, yes, queen, it's brain damage, queen. No, it's like most of us are just average. Bog is standard average. Like you have to make peace with that. And if a woman is like, oh, I deserve better, you like, bye. There is no fighting, there is no bitching, there is no moaning. There's just like, you just bye. Your advice for 18-year-old curious to pass out: do hard challenges. Trust me, this is one thing that I've learned from the hard way, so to say. The more hard things you will do, the better you will become. And there is an old saying: don't wish it was easy, wish it was hard. Always try to do the harder thing. The more hard things you can push through, the more competent and capable you will become, and the more resilient you will be. And then when life throws rocks at you, you'll be like, I got this. That's the whole point. And again, read books. Trust me, you need something that physically disconnects you from this digital reality. Books are good. Anupam Vipul, 2026, books are good. Does not matter which book. Let that be very clear. Does not matter which book. Read any book. If it's a bad book, your brain will tell you. It's like, how did you made activated carbon for Fume Extractor? I'm making up one in my feed. I just bought it. My point in local shops do charge replace a battery for even motherboard, even it's cheaper. I'm not gonna explain it. I've already explained it. One YouTuber research funding began stolen by IIT professor, gold restoration. Yeah, I've seen that, but again, you have to understand. And I don't think it was stolen. It was just like, I will not support it unless you mark it for my name. It was like funds withholding or something like that. And it does happen. You have to understand. That's why like Steve Wozniak is the one who made Apple. Steve Jobs is the one who sold Apple. You have to understand that you need two people. And that's why like successful startups generally have two people for this reason. Like there would be one brain, there would be one seller. Without that, you will fall into this sort of issue. It's a learning experience. You have to get through it. Project. Can human species become interplanetary at 2100? Maybe. Petrol prices increased. Yeesh. If you are in Bengal, shall we try to side hustle? I'm not see, I already have lots of side projects. A, Anupam Vipul, make sure a video a day on my YouTube channel. 3 YouTube channels. Anupam Vipul B, make sure Ahirawat is going smoothly. Anupam Vipul number C, make sure the electrical project is Anupam Vipul D, side project that has started with a programmer. So I don't have time, man. Like the only thing that I'm trying to do right now, YouTube is almost like on a cruise state. I'm not gonna change too much on YouTube unless my Ahirawat is sorted. Either it goes positive direction or it goes in negative. That does not matter. Like I will not change anything in YouTube until that selection is done. In the meantime, YouTube will go as I'm going, and I'm gonna work on my electrical projects, and side projects are of course going on. For re-uploading same video, I should have mentioned that I had shared the details in the video and go and watch it. This is an updated video or not. Yeah, that makes sense, but here's the, it's always done. I've always done that. Like for example, if you watch my Edison video, in this the latest Edison video, I talked about the 15-year data that we had. I did not have that in the past one. So I do add data. Like every time I genuinely from bottom of my heart put effort into adding data, and I do not want to send people to back videos simply because there is no point. Because if I do that, video becomes what you call non-self-sufficient, as in you cannot understand it if watching it. Like it's part 2 of something, and I don't like that. That's why I'm not saying part 2. Cuckoo equals lol plus. So there are some rules as Canada in terms of series hybrid. You talk about Edison Motors, it boiled my blood now how stupid government can be. I don't think there is a law, but I say here's the deal. Nissan is doing it. And again, that's why I understood that technician, like he's not an engine guy, okay? Like I get that, like bro, you good with your refrigeration stuff and all that, cool, awesome. You do not. And again, that's why I even linked the Weaver Auto stream where they actually tore down the hardware, the actual hardware. It's a freaking transaxle. It's the same hardware that every company is using. I'm pretty sure there are like 2-3 manufacturers that are designing it, and they're like, it had a clutch. That Chevrolet Volt first generation, it had clutch. Why the heck you need clutch? It actually had two clutch, but one was brake pad. And their idea was, I'm not joking, this is actually there. Use a small motor for low speed, use big motor for high speed. Who the heck came up with that? To be fair, the E1 race that is going on, like parallel to F1 E1, they also tried that motor thing, and then they're like, yeah, that's stupid. They abandoned it. Of course it will. Like, again, I do not have any ill will toward him, but I'm like, it kind of shows you like, bro, that's not how it works. And again, the conversion efficiency, that's also true in that time, as in like 2015, so to say. The best inverter, VFD and all that, that would be generally 80 to 85%. Now it's 90 or 95%. So of course, that does translate into a bigger thing. And again, never goddamn compare a General Electric engine versus a Toyota engine. Bro, like engine itself would be, Toyota engine BSFC would be like 240 and the Chevrolet engines would be like 300. It's like, bro, you don't, that's why, like, I was like, I get the essence, but you have to understand why Edison Motor is doing. You have to understand why diesel locomotives are doing it. And bulldozer, recent bulldozer from CAT, everybody is happy. Why? Fuel saving, and that does that without battery. So this, whenever he said, no, oh, if you have an engine just connected to a wheel, I was like, you do not understand BSFC, my man. You do not understand why engine requires so many variable valve timing. I get it. Like, that's not his domain, so to say. Like, I get it. My social media posts there are no US China dialogue. See, why would you want to have a woman if the only thing is like, we have been oppressed for 10,000 years? Like, we Hindus cannot say that. Like, we'll be like, bro, we had a good time, then we had Mughal Empire, then we had East India Company, then we got fresh. Like, bro, fresh. It's not working for us, less fresh. Women, 10,000 years. Women, 9,000. 9,000 years. 8,000 years. 7,000 years. Every year it's the same story. It's like, at some point, it's just boring. It's like, you know, like, at what point it becomes your problem? That's the only line I want to understand. It's like, at what point it becomes your problem? Because I'm not, if let's say Britishers oppress me, I'm not going to ask Britishers to solve my problem. I'm going to kaput them. By the way, have you tried crowdfunding your projects? Dude, people barely watch my YouTube. Do you think people will pay for crowdfunding? Please explain to me my point. Local shops are doing changes. Like, now I have made a detailed video on that. What's the difference? And again, HP is not doing it. Framework itself is doing. There is a very big difference between first party doing something and third party shop directly trying to get basically batteries from China and to replace it. Which again, you can watch this guy. What's this guy? Louis Rossmann. He used to replace basically display for Apple. How can he do that back in the day? Because he understood that display was made by LG, so he directly contacted LG in China and one of the seller and directly got the panels from China, and then is like using that panels to replace original, like proper original and calibration and all that. So that's one thing. I do not want to do that thing. Like, if, for example, let's just say I bought something from Samsung, I want Samsung service center to take care of me. Not like, okay, some gali mein jaake it's like do something. It's like, I don't want that. Like, again, I want that option. That's great. But company has to have that. Company should not be like, oh, I'm going to throw it away. And again, you can't upgrade the hardware. You can't take, oh, this is my 5-year laptop, upgrade it. That's not a thing you can do. At best, you can do is replace the SSD, but you can't go from DDR3 to DDR5. That's not happening. Or even the port replacement, all of those things, like the whole package of framework, it's an expensive computer that is cheaper to own in long term. That's all it is. Please make a video in car engine manufacturing engine. There is none. There is none. Like, either it's made by Japan or either it's made by Fiat. There is nothing other than that. Samsung M21 7 years still going strong. Chose a big battery phone. I have only loose headphone jacks. Ooh. Headphone jack. By hard things, you mean what? Hard things as in like anything that's going to physically push you. For example, let's just say you are scared of mathematics. Push yourself get into higher studies in mathematics itself. Push yourself. Like, trust me, this is one thing I'm telling you from hard experience. The more you push yourself, the more grateful you will be to your younger self. Like, every time you will take the easy route, you will hate it. Every time you will take the hard route, you will thank yourself. And again, the only thing that is worse in life that, saps away joy is resentment. And you never want to be resentful to your younger self. Never want to do that. Like, Nissan is leaving India slowly. I would not be shocked. Nissan is not doing financially so well, so I'm not shocked. Why Indian government is not helping agriculture cause of 50% of manpower rely on it? Dude, why you are expecting government to have brain? It's like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Uh, which type of shops are selling this? I can buy local store. I'm not getting what exactly you're talking about. IIT Bombay graduates, mechanical engineer doing job in investment banking. Dude, I told you, we are so scared of failure that we can't risk anything. And ironically, life bitch slaps us. Like there is a serious risk that India can downslide after this AI bubble thing. India can downslide the same like basically South Africa. South Africa was going up, then corruption destroyed it. Same thing can happen with India because once this, people are like, oh, but what if you lose your job? Everybody's like, what if you lose your job? It's like, that's normal. Like your boy has lost a job. I'm not bitching about it. It's like, it's normal. Things happen. It's uncomfortable. It's painful, but you get over it. That's normal. If every Tom, Dick, and Harry is like, I want government job, I want government job, everybody will starve to death. We do not have oil to sell to other people so we can afford the government programs. Soviet Union had that, then also they went bankrupt. Like, by the way, I got job first member in for your channel. Thank you. Nissan to launch series parallel hybrid system. No, they have already done what you call series hybrid, which again I've already covered. In Nissan e-Power Mark 3, not Mark 2, Mark 3. And yeah, they are working on one which has bigger battery and has like plug-in charging system, so to say. IIT graduate hold UPSC interview, hydrogen is good fuel. Again, they are, this is one thing you have to understand. If you are too scared, you generally don't learn, you just learn how to clear exams. Like critical thinking is still missing. You could have like 10,000 what you call accolades of like, oh, I cleared this exam, I cleared this and all that. It's like the moment I put you in a blank spot, like blank paper, you may not be able to do that. Like again, most of them flat out just ask them, anyone that says hydrogen, like flat out ask them and they will have a hard time remembering which has more density per liter. Say that, like openly say that. Which do you think has more energy density per liter? A diesel or a hydrogen? Most of them will say hydrogen and they will say this 120 megajoule per kg. It will not hit their in brain that kg and liters are not the same thing and hydrogen is the lightest element. It will not hit. Like we've been there. Bro, we did Apollo mission. We are doing Artemis mission. We threw away the hydrogen fuel cell. We learnt it. We learned our lesson. Which type of shops they sell? No, buy online. Bro, buy online. Like, trust me, these things are no longer as popular as they used to be. And heck, I'm not joking. I think in 11, 12, you're supposed to make a AND or OR gate circuits. I have never been to 12, so I don't know. But you're supposed to make those things. And like now there are like, you know, shops that sell the full kit. So kids are not doing that. So trust me, it's like just do that. Oh, speaking of which, again, I wanted to talk about this. This is one of the very ancient, what you call LED lamp my father bought like decades ago. I think 2017, he bought it in 2017. Now, the switch of this broke and I replaced the switch. I did not hit the right switch. This has a two switch, like off, on, so to say, like 3-position switch. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna replace the switch. I replaced it with one switch. So I was like, okay, I shorted that if you turn it on, both will turn on. Because again, could not find the, like, you know, I found on-off switch, not on, off, on. 3-position. I found 2-position switch, not 3-position. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. Turns out the battery was worn, again, ancient. So I opened it up, replaced it with new 18650, and then the switch stopped working. It was very finicky. So I bought dedicated switch for this. I have no idea. This is the most complicated wiring. Your boy has repaired an actual microwave. I could not understand how the heck this works because here's the deal. Okay, everything is working, everything is fine. Both, why? Why? And the switching diagram on this. Like switching diagram on this is this is the switchboard, so to say. This is the switchboard. Like there is number 3. Yeah, number 3 is the positive. Okay, positive goes to either flashlight or floodlight. Makes sense. The yellow line, the last line, that's a short circuit line. It's supposed to short circuit positive to something else. It has a weird latching system. I never, like, why? Like if any of you know how the heck circuits of this works, and again I have to say it's a very cost cut down. The PCB is one sided. It has like AC to DC converter, DC to battery charger, and the switch for that. So it has some weird latching, like NPN, NPN transistor system. So it did work. That's the sad part. Like when I replaced the proper battery with proper soldering, for 5 minutes it was like only this one. But then so like I'm being defeated by this man. Such is life. Such is life. Nissan to launch a rebadged Nissan Desert series parallel hybrid system, not their own series hybrid. I do not know what you're talking about. In your calculation, IT jobs shrinking. Of course, it will happen. Again, when, that's the unknown part. Maybe 5 years from now, maybe 15 years from now. That part I don't know, but it will happen. In school, we study hydrogen is the future. LiDAR can give 360 view, but can't time of flight center do the same thing. LiDAR gives you 360. Time of flight sensor is a LiDAR. Basically, time of flight sensor, it's a one system that looks and calculates the time. LiDAR spins, that's it. It's just basically distance measurement versus 360. My question, chapter hydrogen is future fuel, is doing PhD in chemistry. From Jamshedpur. Chapter hydrogen is future fuel when he is doing PhD in chemistry. It's like, eesh. Do ask, like do ask. Like say that, like we had tried hydrogen from 1833. Half of them will know, oh, but technology. Like most people don't have brains for it. Like, oh, this is one thing. I made a video. It's like why seaweed biofuel is the only option. And a lot of people have this coping mechanism that, oh, the greed of the top people or the 1%er and all that. It's like, dude, they are not powerful. They are only powerful if you think they are powerful. Like, for example, like look at human history. It's a normal thing where it's like, oh, the kings would do whatever they wanted to do. Empires would do whatever they wanted to do, right? Like, this was like Wednesday for us. But here's the deal. What happened to them? Them. Why? Because we decided it was not enough. That's the whole point. That's what they are corroding. They are not even corroding. They are just like encouraging you. It's like, hey, you actually don't have power. I have the power. It's like, no, I have the power. Like, for example, every Tom, Dick and Harry is thinking right now, oh, it's the other people. No, it's like if every Indian tomorrow says like, you know what, no more hydrogen bullshit, there won't be hydrogen. If tomorrow everybody says like, no, we want cheap food. Again, don't say that we don't want ethanol. Say we want cheap food, prioritize food production, not ethanol. Then everybody will do brain damage. It's like, oh, no, but like sugar, you can do with waste. It's like, which waste? Oh, sugarcane waste, F you. And that's the whole point. Is your AC fixed? Yeah, it was fixed long ago, man. How's heat there? It's not that bad. Not that bad. How's about making update on the Lion City building? Yeah. yeah, I know. But it was never a project. That's the whole point. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about, the puff board, so to say. I'm not joking. I almost think that I'm cursed at this point in time. Because whenever I wanted to work on puff board, I wanted a solid core wire, because again, without solid core wire, doing wiring like this is very painful. And I do have a lot of like, you know, what we call multi-strand wire, but I wanted solid core wire. And I tried like, you know, stripping Ethernet wire, not a wise idea. Again, talking from experience, like it's very springy, it does not work the way you want it to. So I'm like, okay, I like bite the bullet. It's very expensive. But I was like, okay, I will buy like 10 meters, 5 spool, different colors. So the same color, like, you know, red, black, yellow, green, blue, and green. So I'll be set for a long while. I paid for it. It took sweet time to come here. It came via delivery, not via Amazon, even though I booked it on Amazon. And delivery was like, oh, you should come and collect. I'm like, what the hell? And again, it's not even close by, it's very far. So it's like, no, you have to come and collect. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, I messaged them. It's like, what the hell? It's like, oh yeah, we are looking into it. There may be some problems on this and all that. Fundamentally. And I'm like, here's the deal. Today, again, Friday was a working day. They did give me a warning, like if you do not collect in 2 days, it will be sent back. I was like, what the hell? I can't go on the working day. Because again, they're not even open till late night, like not even like, you know, morning to late night. It's like they close very early. So I was like, okay, Saturday I will go. I went today. And here's the tragic part. at 11:54, they shipped it. I reached there by 11:55. And here's the item is not physically shipped. They just have scanned it. They are scanning it to putting it into a truck. And I asked them, can you give it to me? I'm here. I'm physically. No, we can't do that. Like once it's collected in the system, it's like, it's like, fundamentally it's a. And I bought naked wires, like fuse wire, because again, if you watch a lot of low cost PCB, it has a naked wire that is being just soldered and all that. And I was like, oh yeah, I will buy that. Yeah, it was sent via speed post and it disappeared. And speed post gave me a message, it was already delivered. I asked the postman, it's like, dude, why is showing the SMS is delivered? Yeah, I don't know. It's like the whole universe is Anupam shall not get solid core wire. It's like, bro, the world will not end if that happens. It was just giving one suggestion, just drop shipping, earn money and go out of India. I cannot blame them. But again, drop shipping nowadays will not make you that much money. What about Ranchi's weather? Why are you asking me? Google it now, man. Maybe the battery capacity is lower than LED light users. That is a rocker switch controller electric 3-pin. See, it's not normal 3-pin. If it were, it would be solved. It has some sort of weird latching. That's the problem to me. It's like I do not understand why it has that latching mechanism. And it worked. That's the tragic part. It worked for 5 minutes. It stopped after that. I was so happy. It's like I bought those switches are expensive, but I was like, no, I have to solve this. I have to. Although I'm still happy, but I have not tested actually charging it. It might go boom. I will try to test it tomorrow daytime. In your company, internship is there? Not yet. Once we have like the working engine, once we have like fully fuel drinking engine, then we'll work on like actually bringing the engine to the market, because again, right now it's on the early prototype stage. Once we cross that, then we'll hire people. My ankle ligament tore and I can't leave my house until July. Damn. It could be tough. Take care of your health, my man. It's very important. Can apply what is the eligibility? What they want, they can just, they don't want. See, here's the deal, that they or the Illuminati or the Jews or whatever have you, whatever, the outcome is always the same. They have the power as long as you believe they have the power. Again, look into the entire history. It's like, yeah, if enough people decides, the end. But that's the critical mass. That's why so much copium, and people are comfortable with that copium. That's the scary part, because once you get comfortable with the copium, you will never fight it. The end. Nothing can be done after that. Hybrid truck, Tromus EV update. Yeah, they are working on newer truck. Again, I already shared the old one, and this time they are like being clever. The main issue for them is the e-axle. Like in India, you can't easily import those sort of e-axle. That's the what you call bottleneck, but they are working through it. They're working, and again, that's why they put the normal mains 50 hertz generator. Just put the generator and test things out. Did you see the algae tree in Bhopal? Some people left work, so-called teachers like because it's trying to make it irrelevant. They aren't teaching all the facts about algae farming. No, I mean the delivery guy. Delivery guy. Oh, okay. I'm tragically, like I'm not joking, like I really want to finish this system. The voltage regulator part is work, and again today before the stream I tested it with 1 amp of load. This was the first time, although I'm very disappointed with this this transformer. I thought this puppy can handle 3 amps. Turns out it will start to poop the bed at 1 amp. I was trying to draw like 1.5-ish amps. The voltage dropped from like 14.7 volt to give or take 13 volt or something. Voltage dropped. So like now if I finish this circuit board, it will barely end up it will be 15, like I tried 15 volt, man. Like I have no idea why this, the voltage, this IC, the TL43 IC, or the programmable Zener IC, I wanted it to be 5 volt. I selected the resistor to be, it's 4.99. And because there is 3:1 divider from the output, it's only going to 14.7 volt. I'm like, come on. I wanted that pure 15 number. Although, like I said, like in my video, please use sockets. I have used sockets, so I can easily remove it from here, remove it from there. Like, see, I can remove the series elements. Yeah, I can remove the series. That's for the output. This is for the series. This is for the current shunt. This is for current control op amp. I have not done that. I'm just worried that I might have fried it. Yes, I have ordered 20 of these, so I can experiment a lot. But tomorrow I'll see whether the current part is, that's, everything else is fine, like at least for Mark 1. And I will try to make a Mark 1, and I will not, what you call, scavenge part from this. I'll make sure that Mark 1 is finished, and then I just have that, and then buy everything else to make Mark 2, which will be better. India can end up in the same situation in South Africa, of course. Like, see, if too many people want, like, easy jobs, everybody falls apart. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, there is no money, okay, in a civilization. There is no such thing as money. There's only thing as trust or faith. So if a high trust society can only be, high trust society if people willingly do the hard thing. If everybody wants to do the easy thing, just give me money, I don't want to do work, everybody dies. Like, you do not have resources to just like, okay, because again, resource to actually useful output, why the heck Africa can't do that? They have everything, including oil, and they have critical minerals. Why the heck they are not rich? People do not have faith in the system. The low trust society, everybody is stealing everybody's thing. Like, for example, this is how I know India is not a very, what you call, high trust, but also not low trust. In Pakistan, when they were trying to electrify railway, there were almost all copper wire was stolen, all. In India, some was stolen. Like in Pakistan, whenever they do public structure and all that, look into their railway, they still haven't switched to electrical lighting, what you call that, signaling. They're still that, I'm not joking, they're still like saffron signal, as they called. That, like, hand thing is like kochong, kochong. That saffron, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Chevrolet, saffron, something like that. It's like this, pass, stop, halt. So that signal is still being used. India has that in toy train. Again, I'm pretty sure we are doing it for vintage reason, but we have that as a luxury showpiece, and Pakistan has that as a main technology. So why? Because people stole it. Like right now, there is a what you call underpass. That's open, right? No, anybody can go. There is no security camera. It's an underpass, right? It's a road. There was a railway crossing, and they're like, okay, we're gonna make an underpass. Cool, awesome. They're putting tube lights there, and it has not been stolen. So India does have some trust, not a lot, but some trust. But if everybody wants to like do easy work, where do you think the money will come from? Can AC be made from Peltier? No, you can make it, but it is very, very, very inefficient. How do you remain consistent or curious even though you don't have any boss or forced to work? See, that's the good part about me. That's the one thing that is good about me. Everything else is bad, but that part is good. There is, like, again, if you're a man, you have a child inside you. Okay, there is like 10-year-old boy, 8-year-old boy. So that 8-year-old boy would be very happy with what I'm doing right now. I always wanted to understand things, always. Like, that was my curiosity. Every boy has that. Like, I can guarantee you that if you're a dude, you had that phase where you wanted to like take apart a toy and figure things out and all that. I kept that alive. Like, that's the one thing that I sorted in my life. Like, that's the one thing I will never be ashamed of. That's the one thing I'm very proud of. It's like, that's genuinely, again, it's not useful that much, but I am a guy, if you actually teach me how the heck freaking GPS figures out time coordinate on your mobile phone without having the goddamn atomic clock, I would be happy. And again, I did recently, very recently. And I think few days before that, I figured out how the heck, CT scan actually makes 3D inside you. So when that happens, it actually makes me happy. Actually, like from bottom of my heart, I'm like, I'm happy. Like, so because I have that dopamine circuit still working, I can actually learn. I enjoy learning. Like when I figured out how the heck that optical fiber long distance sensing is working, I was like, yes, I understand it. So, fundamentally. Orissa government hire private companies like Tata partnership, private electricity company, 50% decrease its loan and liabilities. Clever. What about Ranchi? It's like you keep repeating the same thing. Do you want to be blocked? Speed post delivery person working pen paper, and then sometimes the mitas are on the list. Yeah. Can you tell neighbor? Can you tell what's neighbor's jokes about a YouTuber? I don't know what you're talking about. Did you saw that 22 lakh student paper cancelled in NEET? Yeah, that's like, it happens, I think, almost every few days. It's like, it's boring now. News media is telling Mind grown with a chip design company from IIT Madras, which designs Shakti processor challenge giant semiconductor. I'm not even understanding the chip design is come from. Chip design is from RISC-V. I've already covered it years ago. Yep, it's a mountain. Yep, it's the mountain for tourist purpose. Yeah. For most of your YouTube channel viewers are like you curious kids. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Curiosity is the driving factor. Again, I do have hunger. Your boy likes paneer roll. I do have lust. I like services. But there is this one thing that is truly pure in me. Again, everything else is mess, but that is pure. I do enjoy curiosity. Like when I was in Delhi 1.5 years ago, during January 2025, Bharat Mobility, I had the luxury of talking to Dr. Rajendra Sharma. We had like 2 hours from hotel to that Bharat Mobility, and for 2 hours he explained things to me, and I was so happy, so happy. I was like, tell me more. Like he actually explained to me, it's like, what's the difference between capacitor and battery? I was like, thank you, tell me more. Like we had conversation for hours, and I would have spent more hours if again he had to travel. But like what you studied in Bangalore? 3D game art. India making semiconductor wafer in Gujarat. It's basically pay money to someone else. It's again, it's the same medication thing. It's like pay money to someone else. We don't make a resistor. We don't make capacitor. Heck, we don't make op amps. I'm not talking about quantum computer. Op amps. Goddamn, make the op amp first. What can we do with giant trash mountain like in Delhi? Should we turn trash into green mountains instead of trying to recycling? See, recycling them is a bit messy. The only thing I could think of is first segregation. There are some companies that have figured out a biodigester system that can digest plastic. And again, does not mean it breaks down plastic. It just works through it, and at the end you will have a liquid that is like all the bioorganic material that you will digest, and you will have plastic separated. If we can do that, then plastic can easily be digested by what you call pyrolysis. So that's like, which is your favorite team in IPL? I don't watch sports. Recycling, we are throwing Chappa trying to camera thinking explain reply now, and explanation video seems like gone. Appreciate if it comes again, huh? Reacting while throwing Chappa, talking to camera, talking, reacting. Exploration video. Again, I'm doing exploration video very recently. Lot of exploration videos. I wish you had teacher and connections like, no. I made connections. I made these connections. Again, it comes with a penalty. Like I don't have a big bank account, but I have connections with very smart people. Very, very, like I'm not even joking. There is a serious chance I might know someone who might get a Nobel Prize. Not even joking. Like again, there is no guarantee, but probability. So. Yeah. I still did not understand what is SOC even after watching again. Watch the video again and again. And see many things for me when I'm watching videos about like voltage regulator and all that jazz. I don't understand that in one go. I have to try multiple times. So make some courses, you will be rich. I might try that. But again, right now YouTube is in coasting phase. Once the Ahiravat is sorted either one way or the another, because let's just say if it works out, I'm gonna be out from YouTube. I might do it once in a while, but I'll be out. Like I can't afford to do multiple things at the same time. It's very painful. So there's that. Anyway, it's been an hour. It was an interesting live stream. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye.